I normally don't make content on the commentary community, or at least like the commentary community or whatever community that we have. But due to the fact that the community has grown to being the most stupidest bullshit ever, I have decided that maybe, just maybe, the community is a piece of shit. For years, if I were to say that the community is useless and doesn't provide any commentary or actually constructive criticism years ago, I would have been flamed by this community and end up in the same position as a Kumu for calling out the stupidity of the situation. But now seeing what the train wreck and clown fest has become the entire community, it's safe to say that these people were always the same. Whether it be posting videos harassing 16-year-olds or posting videos where nothing of value has been made and yelling at disabled people, the art commentary community, the animation meme community, the sideshow community, and of course the ranting DeviantArt community are all the same. The reason why they're all the same, they're just this, one short big commentary community under the same bubble. I basically figured it out. They're all the same people under the same bubble. The reason why I say they're all connected is because most of these people actually interact with the people from other communities. It overlaps each other to the point that it causes more intriguing discussions. If I remember correctly, Jar was a part of the DeviantArt ranting community, as far as I remember, before moving to the sideshow commentary community. Hopeless Peaches was part of the art commentary community before moving to mingle with people in the slideshow commentary community. Creepshow Art was a part, yes, that's a bit of part, was a part of the art commentary community, focusing on people like Hopeless Peaches and other people. And all the other people that were involved in the first drama with Peaches are just technically people who are either worse off than them, or they don't really have anything to add to the mix, and they're irrelevant, noting that prison mate Luke is one of the not, important people here. Many people have issues with the community because of their poor research or at least their disgusting way of handling things. My own personal thoughts is that everyone in this commentary community has some skeletons in their closet. They did something pretty bad and they got exposed for it, such as the case for the recent drama in the animation meme community. CineBear03, formerly known as Scootaloo Sands or Scootaloo of Sands, was a animation community artist that collabed with people like Birdie. They actively made content and then they got exposed for grooming a minor. Now, under any circumstances, I would come back from the grave to tell you not to forgive people like this. But seeing that someone decided to be a good idea to defend them, Kumo and Jar, it's just wild knowing that Jar, the one person who literally had a lot to say about Coyote Lovely, the zoophile shit-eating piece of shit, but went ahead and do this. You think that after he said, "Oh yeah, Coyote Lovely just simped for a zoophile, so that's just stupid." He made fun of him for it, and he moved on. But then he goes ahead and does this. I don't know if Jar has a few screws loose, but do you actually? I think he's just self-destructing at this point because there's no fucking way he was sane enough to do this. He had a girlfriend, yes, because I'm pretty sure his girlfriend was watching the stream, and when he admitted to liking the pedophile, I guess she just called him immediately and broke up with him, because I would have done that too if I was watching the stream and I dated him. But the dude literally made a mockery of himself in front of the light audience. He didn't even try to defend himself. To give props, he at least didn't pull Coyote Lovely and told Chud that he had a family meeting to attend to, because that's what Coyote Lovely did. He tried to duck a call because what he did was reprehensible. But yeah, on the other hand, Kumo, who's everyone's beginning to start to realize is a complete fraud and hack, which I don't really have any thoughts on him. I'm just neutral on, but considering that he had a history of questionable behavior that the community that hates Lyosai tried to dismiss, I don't know how to say this, but he defended Cindy Bear, and then when he got into a call with her again, he pulled a Rosa Ramsey call, which people are starting to compare it to, but it's kind of like that, but the only difference is that they're not dogpiling Cindy, they're just basically sternly confronting her, which honestly, I don't know if it's worse or bad, but but they're throwing around terms like autistic. At least they didn't call her a slut or a whore or anything, but it's still kind of weird to yell at someone who's obviously probably distressed, but I'm not the type of person to defend a predator, so I don't know. Kumo obviously has a lot of unresolved issues. I'm not diagnosing him, but the problem is he's flew too close to the sun like Jar did, in the sense that he was wronged by the community, and he's now taking this anger out on other people and feeling superior. Or is that Akumu? No, Akumu is fine. I don't know about him, but they literally have similar names, similar profile pictures. I don't know. I can't really do it. But Akumo has an issue where he jumps too close to things. And the funny thing is, when all these fuckers get caught doing this type of shit, their first go-to excuse is by saying, oh, well, I was manipulated, which is null and vilified because everyone has warned you beforehand that this person's very manipulative and don't trust them. I think you should also not play the manipulative card when people warned you that this person is manipulative. It shouldn't go without being said that if someone tells you that this person's manipulative, you should actually not engage with them. But unfortunately, Jar and Kumo basically learned it the hard way by defending this person and basically telling excusing Cindy Bear of all her crimes. But when it was revealed and got the backlash of this horrible idea, in fact, Jar was told by millions or at least a lot of people to not post a video, they wanted to backtrack and say, well, I was manipulated. You know, I'm easily gullible. I'm retarded even. You could say I'm a fucking idiot that believes that the sky is green and the grass is blue. But never in my million years would I defend a pedophile. I'm autistic and I will never stoop too low to defend a pedophile. You know why? Because I was groomed and molested as a young kid, and I feel for the people who are being groomed and molested too. I would never go against my morals to defend someone because, it would be extremely irresponsible of me to claim that Pee Pee Poo Poo Man who groomed a 10-year-old child is innocent because the child did it. You're blaming the child for being a hussy when children don't know better. Imagine hearing that as a grooming victim or a molestation victim and hearing some YouTuber you looked up to say, oh yeah, this child just was asking for it. It's a similar excuse to when women wear tight skirts and men are always saying, oh well, she was asking for it. That doesn't mean, just because they wear certain clothes or do whatever they want doesn't mean they're asking for it. It's quite frankly annoying to hear this shit, especially when it comes from Just a Robot, who, by the way, used I know you're reviving the drama as an excuse to justify what he was about to do. You know damn well he was going to actually consider, I think he was actually reconsidering it, in fact. He was so fucking worried that she might backstab him because he has trust issues, which, by the way, Jar, note of advice from someone who has trust issues themselves. If you feel like someone's going to backstab you, back out. Tell them, okay, I don't want to do this because I don't feel safe with you. If they're bullshitting you and they're planning to do this against you, then don't do it. This is the exact honey trap pot that I think Coyote Lovely got himself into, because I don't know who leaked the DMs. I think it was the zoophile hypnotist Sappho that leaked the DMs. But did he not know anything from the hypnotist Sappho saga with Coyote Lovely? I know damn well you spent half the video that I can't remember at all because I was trying to look through your catalog to see what you said about him. I know damn well you've seen all the videos, all the proof of Coyote Lovely going through there, and you just pulled one. The worst part about this is that nearly half the art commentary community, and by extension the entirety of the off-brand commentary community, are no longer with us. Not dead, they're just left because immediately they've been exposed, or they just left on their own accords because they realized they were in the wrong. Because of I don't know, from what I can gather, Susie Doodletones left the commentary community, well, at least the sideshow commentary community, because of pressure due to the victims of, I forgot, Glitchtail. Clout Convoy doesn't make much content anymore. He didn't leave the community. He's still active. Jar probably left after that fucking fuckfest of a video. Since Emily Artful still makes content, but her inverse stalker, aka Creepshow Art, left because she did not want to take accountability, and she rather bowed her head out and exclaimed that she's not in the wrong, and then left, because I feel like Shannon knew her time was up. Like, you did not realize that she did not put up a fight. She did not even try to fucking defend herself. She just simply left. She took her last bag and left the internet. And I don't know what happened to her account. I think she deleted it or what. But I'm pretty sure she's set for life now because she made a lot of content and she was able to get generated avenue. Hopeless Peaches, however, was completely justified to leave the internet because she deserved it. Well, he deserved it, or they deserved it. I don't know what their gender is right now. I'm just going to say they. They deserved it. They were chased off the internet. Aaron was chased off the internet for obvious reasons because they were a lying snake. Creepshow Art was technically right in the situation when it comes to telling people about how snake worthy that Peaches is, but we never believed her because it was in bad faith. Pages that make loot, from what I can gather, is not even active anymore. I even try to consider figuring out if he's still active, but we haven't heard anything from him because he's usually the one that started everything. Kai Weiss is Xay, and he still makes content. Omnia still makes content occasionally. And most of the time, many of these people did something bad. They either are fading into irrelevance or just stay out of the spotlight because they were obviously seen in a bad, negative light. And Lumi, let's not forget Lumi, who stuck with Peaches and basically said, Peaches manipulated me in an argument. I never liked Lumi, to be honest. He always had this weird aurora around him that screamed arrogance. Apologies if I keep getting mixed up with my pronouns, but he's not really a good person in my opinion. I didn't really like him. He was swarmy. He was smug. And anybody who's swarmy and smug is an automatic block or avoidance immediately because they air that certain arrogance that rivals that of Vegeta. I'm sorry. Like, if you're gonna be smug on the internet, at least be right half the time. Because most of the time, these smug idiots don't know what they're talking about, and they ended up being wrong 95% of the time, which is fucking hilarious. They have they wear their pride on their sleeve rather in their chest, because they think that what they say is right. What I'm trying to say is the entire community is flawed. It should never have been a community of clique of people to begin with. It should have never been justified to harass random people as a lynch mob and to signal virtues. It should have never been to this point where many people were harassed, doxxed, or even hurt because people don't know how to handle situations. As I always say, predator hunters should only be regulated to the actual source of, the law. Unless you have a civilian's arrest, unless you actually are working at the police, then don't be a fucking predator hunter. As simple as that. Claiming that you got someone arrested without the proper evidence is retarded because you don't have the authority to do that. This is also posing as like a police officer. I don't know why people think that sting operating or doing all sorts of other shit on YouTube is entertaining when you're just basically exploiting people who you stinged operated. Like, just leave the shit to the police, the actual police. Then again, police don't do shit on the crime on the internet, which leads people to do vigilante justice and throw themselves into the force of it. But then when you mix that with the commentary community, there's like 60 billion fucking videos posted about one topic per month. Oh, the XYZ situation is crazy. Oh, this person literally got exposed for simping for a groomer. Oh, this person did this person did that. Can we just agree that every single situation is bad regardless if it's like XYZ format? Because at this rate, you're making it skeptical of an actual grooming victim and you're not even doing it justice. You're just saying the same shit over and over. I feel sorry for Eno, but this video is not about Jar or the Cindy Bear situation. It's about the art commentary community and how autistic it can get and how stupid it can get and how you could run in circles all day around these fucking freaks all day and not get a single answer from them. You could sit contently and just say, you know what, I don't agree. I agree. Like, they could tell you that the water is wet, the sky is gray, whatever, and you would believe it because they have much power, especially when they're in hundreds of views. There's a lot of YouTubers or at least content creators that were exposed, or at least was exposed because the art commentary community said something about them that wasn't true. They went ahead and dug into past of the people that they were involved with in order to paint them as some sort of weirdo. I'm one of those people. And you know what happened? Nothing. Because I don't care about being called a predator because it's not true. At the end of the day, I made a stupid choice because I recently turned 18, didn't know better. But hey, we all make choices, bad choices, and since then I haven't done anything bad to begin with. But like, at the end of the day, you gotta do your research. If you don't do your fucking research, how are you going to fucking get anything done? How are you going to confidently claim that this person was a bad person when you literally went behind their backs to search shit that happened like years ago in order to paint them as some sort of continuated sex pest? I make mistakes, but who doesn't? Some people, but the thing is, Cindy Bear made a huge mistake. She's not worthy of forgiveness. She needs to be stopped. And someone in her life, other than Jack, needs to get her help. But we're speculating and basically getting her into calls and making her distressed and making her a victim when it's not supposed to be about her. It's supposed to be about Eno. It's supposed to be about the victims that she hurt. If no one in her real life can get her help, someone needs to call emergency services and get her off the street. Because it's obviously she's going to continue to self-destruct before she inevitably kills herself. And I'm not saying this because I'm concerned. I'm saying this because this is dangerous behavior that I only seem to fucking point out at all. I don't care about the safety and well-being of predators, but like if you're actually actively out here paranoid that you're going to get hurt, that people are out there to kill you, then you need to be locked in a mental facility. I'm sorry. Because this is not a healthy way of living, and it's just you screaming to the void and begging the internet to forgive you for something that you shouldn't be forgiven for. Cindy Bear needs help. The internet is not helping her. She's just obviously on the internet, terminally online, scrolling through tags, doing all sorts of shit, not doing anything about it other than getting into even more issues, starting more problems, taking people down with her, and making more of a spectacle of the situation rather than making it all about the victim when it's supposed to be. This is just like the Rosa Ramsey situation all over again. It was supposed to be about the victims of Rebecca Starlight, but due to fumbling the bag and many people fucking it up, it became about the fucking Rosa, who was never actually in trouble at all. She was just chosen to be the scapegoat and the sacrificial lamb, essentially. What I'm trying to say is, commentary community, please stop making content on Cindy Bear or any other victim, like a victim's abuser at all. Because usually it leads to situations like the Rosa Ramsey call, where the focus is shifted away from the actual point at hand, and you're putting a spotlight on someone that shouldn't be in the spotlight to begin with. And in this case, the fucking perpetrator of the crime. And I'm not saying this because I generally care. I'm saying this because it's annoying scrolling through feeds and seeing that people are willing to, defend this atrocious behavior. And this gives more... I've been saying this since the Rosa Ramsey situation. I've been saying this for ages now, that by you doing this, you're giving more ammo to fucking make you feel bad for the actual perpetrator rather than the actual person that is not involved with it, but in this case, Cindy Bear. You're giving more ammo to make you feel bad about the victim's abuser, which we shouldn't be doing. Uplift people, uplift other people that are victims of abuse. Do not give attention to someone that obviously do it. If you want to help them, do it. Call and anonymously call. If you know where Cindy Bear lives, call in anonymously to report a danger hazard, because quite frankly, she's a danger to herself and other people. No one's doing the bare minimum to do this, because usually it's all about, oh, well, we need to get this predator off the street immediately. But, like, she's out here saying all crazy shit. And if you know where she lives, I doubt Jack would actually do anything, and it doesn't have to do it. But, like, someone else that knows Scootaloo can do it. And I will tell you that if you tell the police, or at least tell any emergency services, that this person's literally hurting themselves, then 99% chance they will come in and take that person to get help. If Cindy Bear can't help herself, then maybe somebody else can actually get her the help she deserves, at least. There we go. That's my 2 cents. Just stop this bullshit. This is like a wild goose chase, which is fucking annoying. It's fucking skeptical of the commentary community once again, and I don't expect anything less. So, see ya.